Good morning, Los Angeles. This is Tuna, originally from the First and Tuna podcast, but coming to you live from Tuna and the Sheriff. If you're heading down southbound 110, there's a little bit of traffic, like always. There was a Oscar Mayer Wiener van that, dropped its load, and there's wieners all over the freeway. If you need Starbucks, each one of them is closed on that freeway because traffic jams are ridiculous. This has been your morning traffic report on Tuna and the Sheriff. Like I said, I am one half of the Sheriff. We're talking all things Rams this morning. And my co-host is right here, ready to shut down my ridiculousness because we're done ad-libbing. Good morning, Sheriff.
Dude, you're one half of the Sheriff. That's so scary.
Half. Not my greatest intro. I just freestyle, whatever came out.
I think you're doing a great job. All right. I think you're being hard on yourself, man. We're doing awesome.
You know what the best thing about a loss is?
What's that?
Doesn't matter how bad it is. This is your morning football affirmation. You change narrative the next week. Doesn't matter. Last week don't matter.
That's the thing. Good morning, Ray. Welcome in, man. Yeah, that's the best part about it. But yeah, as we kind of turn our attention to the Indianapolis Colts here, we do have some remaining thoughts from a nipple cam of Tuna here that based on that game last week. I mean, there's a lot of emotions flying around on the internet right now. I think I was just mentioning this to you, Tuna, just off stream, but I feel like I'm one of the lone Rams fans in the universe who is like, I don't know, man, I still feel pretty good. I think we played pretty damn good football, man. Like, I think if you take away some field goal attempts and turn those into just going for it or whatever, I think that we're talking different. I think if you take away the one drive from Philadelphia where they got the ball with like 9 something to go and took that to under the 2-minute warning, it's like, damn, dude, can't really have that when you're trying to close out a game. We can blame Alex Ward if we want to. I just don't think it's warranted. I think we can blame a lot of things, but ultimately, I think that I think Colin Cowherd had the best comment about it, which was if you pause the game right before that final kick, right before that kick gets blocked to end the game, you pause the game right there and say, knowing that this is going to determine the outcome, how do you feel about this game? Who do you think played better? And I think that 99% of people are going to say that the LA Rams had the better game. So yeah, it didn't work out on the scoreboard. We lost by 7, really lost by 1, but there were so many different factors going into that I feel much better than the average Rams fan moving forward, because I think that the Rams for more than 3 quarters were the better football team and just let one get away from them. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, and even if it wasn't blocked, I haven't thought about the blocks too, because I totally forgot there was a blocked kick the week before against Tennessee. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
So 3 in 2 games. That's no longer oh shucks, shit. Football happens.
Yeah.
That's we're probably doing special teams this week in
practice.
A trend. Yeah, that's a weird trend for a McVay team that. There's always Twitter handles that the second they get shit on McVay, it's like they're just there. It's like, relax. Like, I'm pretty sure this is he's one of the winningest coaches in, his tenure for a reason. Even if it was a missed kick, let's say it wasn't blocked. Are we really going to be mad? Like, take away both blocks. Let's say it was just hey, Cardi's made all his kicks and he misses the game winner. Mm-hmm. Man, I'm not going to sit here and be mad at a guy that was 4 for 5. You're putting the game on the kicker. And a guy who has probably changed how kickoffs are going to be done by other teams, seeing how he's been doing the knuckleball. Yeah, but people will kill the kicker, people will kill the special teams, and not look at the other. Like McVay said, there's 160 plays, but you're going to point at one. It doesn't work that way. We're on the same page where punch the ball in. But where I differ, rather than people bagging on McVay, I'm as much as I love McVay and his play calling, I'm going to defend him. I'm still going to call him out when he fucks up. Like, I'm sorry, but the play calls were good. The first drive, like I'll burn through them real quick, and I want to hear your thoughts. First drive down the red zone, the play action quick slant to Adams, it was just high. Like Stafford missed it. And then they eventually do punch it in, holding, bring it back. And then third and 10, and now he miscommunicates with Higbee, who kind of was open in the corner. There's a 50-50 jump ball, completely missed it. Another out route to Adams, overthrow. Puka wide open, overthrow. Bad throw. It just they were there. Like all the play calling was good. The players did not execute, and that happens sometimes. I think we finally saw some rust, which is just irregular for a Rams team. I think that's what's frustrating. So I kind of wonder what you think about that.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think that the game was called totally fine. I think the Rams had a hell of a game plan going into Philly, especially, in such a hostile environment and all that stuff. But yeah, I think you're absolutely right. There was, we've talked about it before. You're good for one head scratcher throw from Stafford a game, but this one featured multiple. And so that's where it's like a little bit where you're like, oh, okay, hold on. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's kind of the energy that I've got with Stafford right now. I'm sure everything is fine, but that's a tough place to play. That's a tough situation. And I just feel like moving forward, we're going to kind of look back at this game like, yeah, that's a little bit of a blip. That fourth quarter there, we kind of blew it, but we'll be all right kind of thing. So, yeah, I think you're absolutely right, though. The execution, especially in the red zone, got to be able to punch that in. But I think that's going to kind of come over the course of the season. I think by the time I say it every year, especially on Ram Showcase, that, we're going to be a different team come week 16, 17, 18 than we are today. We're going to look back on these games and be like, damn, we're playing different ball, So I think that ultimately we're going to be okay. I am one of the more optimistic Rams fans coming out of that Philly game. I have a tough one this week, though. The Indianapolis Colts are no slouch, and I was kind of looking into it a little bit and trying to see, is this a bogus 3-0 that we're looking at here for Indianapolis? And no, it's not. They're playing really good football, actually. They're playing really sound, mistake-free ball. So this is going to be a hell of a test as well heading into week 4.
Super excited to be at this game, by the way. We've got one of our best friends. Shout out to Terry. He's flying in from Indy, and he's going to be staying for the weekend, watching his team get their booty cheeks pounded in, which is going to be fun. But so I have a feeling about their 3-0. Rightly so. Like if you're 3-0, talk your crap, talk your shit. But they have played a Miami team and a Tennessee team. Put a lot of points on them. They got a lot of juice going. They've won how they should against those teams. Their one close match was 29-28. Came on the back of a leverage call on the Broncos after a missed kick, allowing the Colts to now, rather than like a 55-yard kick, now it was like a 40-yard kick. They ended up winning that game at the last second. But the big talk is, Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones is having a resurgent career moment right now, and we'll see what happens when he faces a legitimate defensive line like the Rams have.
Yeah, absolutely. The Broncos defensive front is definitely no slouch. Nick Bonito is absolutely insane this year. He's kind of looking at, Pro Bowl and stuff like that already, even though we're only through 3. But I mean, he's having an absolute killer year. And then obviously we know PS2 there in the secondary for Denver. So they have a solid secondary. That was a high scoring game. You're absolutely right. They're beating teams that they should beat up on, but I mean, they beat Tennessee by a lot more than we did. So they're just playing really sound football. 1 punt on the year is absolutely crazy. They're just in no turnovers. 1 punt, no turnovers. So you think of course those scores make sense when you take those two things into consideration.
Yeah.
They're able to put up points because at the very worst they're missing a field goal at the worst. So but they're getting down there getting points. Defense is playing well, offense is playing well. This is going to be a good fight for the Rams, and I think I've got my main key to victory in this one, and it's because the Colts are playing so well, and that's simply just disrupt the rhythm. That's my whole theme this week is confuse Jones, stuff Taylor, and just throw a huge wrench into the system that is the Colts.
Indiana Jones is such a sick nickname, though. Like it's
Badass.
pretty.
It's incredible.
It's pretty spot on. I'm ready to watch I haven't watched their film yet. But I'm gonna assume, just looking at the numbers, I'm gonna assume it all starts with the offensive line and Taylor getting going. Taylor has 300, and I just did the math.
He's doing about 313 a game, just under 313 a game, or 113 a game. Jeez, that'd be crazy.
Damn, what is this Division 2
fire.
football? Who are we talking about?
He's got 1,000 already.
Yeah, he's got over 300 through the first 3 weeks already. He had an insane run in the Tennessee game where he's just he would not go down. Long 60-yard touchdown. He's a beast. I think it was like 2 years ago when they're like, what are we going to do at running back? It was before Kyron really was like the guy for sure. I was hoping something was going to happen with Jonathan Taylor because he had his contract dispute. I was like, dude, that's a guy. Like, that is one of the best underrated running backs in the league. I like Jonathan Taylor a lot. Yeah, I think stopping the run, put the emphasis on Jones. Like, all right, cool, you're back. Like, let's see how good you really are. That's
Yeah,
what I think.
I absolutely agree, man. Yeah, just kind of confusing. And I mean, in fairness too, like to your point there is like they've not seen a front like this. Sure, Nick Bonito is absolutely killing it, but I've seen a Jared Verse with Byron Young and a Kobe Turner and a Puda Ford coming out of him, So yeah, this is going to be a different battle. And I think that if Colts are, reasonable as far as like their fans and their coverage and stuff goes, then I think that they'll kind of go into this game saying that this is their hardest test of the year as well. So this is kind of a measuring stick for the Colts as like we have Denver, who I think that the Rams are better than, and then of course the other two teams I think the Rams are better than. So I think if they are reasonable, then Colts fans are sitting there saying, this is our hardest game so far.
I think they agree. It's their hardest game. So I subscribe to the Colts subreddit. It's just out of being, I got a best friend there. I've been to an Indy game. I've taken a photo at the Peyton Manning statue. I think downtown Indy is phenomenal. Like that whole walking up to the dome is awesome. Being able to stop at the corner, take at the bar, take a beer to go on your way to the stadium is pretty sick. Yeah. But no, they're very confident. The way they look at it, we barely beat Tennessee, and they stomped on Tennessee. The way they're looking at it, this is their chance just to show how much better they are than everyone else in the league. The fans feel like this is not going to be like a major challenge.
I've definitely not picked that up anywhere, but as far as the Colts fans that I've seen have been like, oh no, this is where we'll see if we're actually good. So that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying, man, a little confident. I think we're going to see a good amount of Colts fans at this game, but they'll come out the woodwork. We'll see. What how do you feel about their defense? Have you looked at their defense at all yet?
Not super in depth yet. I know that there is some familiarity, Buckner, Ward, stuff like that. They've got really good corners. I've got that in my notes for Ram Showcase. It'll be recorded this evening. That's so far. This is the first team that we've seen with two legitimate outside corners who can, at least. I don't want to sound too overly confident or anything like that, but at least give a good attempt at covering our top two guys. This is the best team that is the team that's best equipped for it, at least for an attempt. But they've got a really good nickel as well and more. I like their secondary a lot. Who's that inside linebacker? Where am I blanking?
Zaire Franklin.
Yeah, man. Franklin. I mean, he's a really good player. Their defense is solid, man. They're not overly flashy. And then that coordinator as well, man. That guy, I'm a fan of him. I'm blanking on everybody's name.
He came from Cincinnati.
I'm not enough copies in to remember everything.
Lou Anarumo.
Yeah, that's right, man. Lou is awesome, incredible coach. He's going to make adjustments as the game goes on. So whatever is happening in the first quarter is probably not going to happen in the third. So we need to be able to adjust for that as well. But yeah, lots of respect for the Colts defense for sure.
I didn't think they were going to be this decent on defense. I know Lou Anarumo came from that Cincinnati team last year that really honestly kept them out of the playoffs in Cincinnati. I thought it was a really weird hire. Clearly, from what I'm seeing here, like an easy narrative to make is that it's the Bengals personnel. What he was allowed to do over there, maybe the play style on offense, not meshing with the play style on defense. But clearly he's having success here, so maybe he wasn't the problem in Cincinnati. So we'll see. But you know who my biggest worry is now that I'm looking at the roster? I'll bring up this guy here. I think this is the key. I think it's going to be a big matchup. This guy's a game wrecker.
Oh, Tyler absolutely, dude.
Warren.
Yeah, totally.
My God, he's a dude. He is a dude. I think that matchup there, whether it's going to be Quentin Lake, It's going to be a linebacker sometimes. It's going to be Cam Curl sometimes. Kinjins. I mean, Lake. I have a lot of confidence in Lake, but this guy could easily take an 80-yard pass to the house, like on a flat route. Like this dude is really damn good. Have you watched him at all?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I watched him a lot just coming out because I thought that if I mean, the Rams did go tight end, but I was looking at Warren as a possible tight end for the Rams. He was probably who I wanted the most personally. And then we snagged Ferguson, who's obviously, mad athletic and stuff like that, but is not incorporated into the offense yet. But Tyler Warren's absolutely awesome, and the Rams are definitely liable to give up big games to tight ends. That's certainly in our abilities. So
I don't know. Maybe it's a different year. This will be the best tight end that we faced so far this season.
For sure.
They definitely want to feed him the ball, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Terrence Ferguson, man, no usage really through 3 weeks. A lot of people are freaking out. Do you have anything to say to the fans that are freaking out about where's Terrence Ferguson? Where's Terrence Ferguson?
No, my brain kind of wants to dive into like something's big going on, man. Terrence Ferguson, something they're not telling us, because that's such a standard thing for Rams fans to do, is just like jump onto a conspiracy and then be like, this is it, this is what's true. But I really do think that it's just a comfort level for McVay, and just the fact that Ferguson was missing some time in camp. I really do think it's just bringing him on slowly. No rush. We've got him for the next 4 years. We don't, what's the point of, making sure he gets all the usage in the first 4 weeks of his rookie season. I think that by the time the season ends, well, when we're heading to Atlanta for a Monday night game, I think that he's going to be very well embedded into our offense. But also, let's keep in mind, I mean, Tyler Higbee is obviously the guy. He's our number one guy, whether he's getting the targets or not. He's the dude. General out here is absolutely on fire. So, I mean, I think it's just a loaded room right now, and might as well just bring the rookie on slowly. This is not something out of the ordinary for the Rams to bring on a rookie slowly. We've talked about that ad nauseum at this point of like, it's possible and rookies will touch the field for the Rams, but it's not guaranteed for sure. And it's not an indicator of how much they'll be used in the future.
Yeah. I mentioned it during camp too. Rookies have to really impress and make it outright evident that McVay can't keep you off the field. Mm-hmm. Puka, he's done the same thing. I'm going to make an argument for Josiah Stewart right now.
Yeah,
I really like what I'm seeing out of Josiah Stewart, but I don't want to go away from the tight end conversation. I'm just mentioning another rookie. I know they're not getting a lot of usage, a lot of like catches, targets in the tight end. I know there's numbers going around on Twitter right now showing like, hey, Puka's got like 70% of targets. Adams has like, or was it like 50, 30, and then everyone else, like the next target person shares like 9%.
Yeah.
Totally pulling numbers out of my ass because I can't remember who I saw the tweet from.
That's about right though, man. You're in there. Like
it feels like the old targets are only going to those two.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, but you got tough defenses. You got guys that like the guys are open. They're moving the ball.
Mm-hmm.
If they were throwing the ball 10 times to Davis Allen and Tyler Higbee, the conversation would be different. You'd be like, get the ball to Puka more. Like, how come we're not throwing it to Puka? It would just be flipped.
Absolutely
like no one's ever happy. No one's happy.
Absolutely right. Every time I see it's like they only throw the ball to Puka. And it's like, yeah, because he's the best in the league. Of course,
he's open.
Like, give him the football. Like, yeah, and he's wide ass open every play. Of course, get him the ball. Like, and then he's gonna catch it and break off for another 25 and make a sick ass broken tackle and stiff arm somebody and then flex on him. Hell yeah, get him the football as much as you can, man. Like, I don't understand that complaint. I think it's weird, man.
I think right now Puka is on track. It was like 120 catches, 1,800 yards, and 0 touchdowns. That's what, if his trend continues, because he has a rushing touchdown, but not a receiving.
Yeah, he's on pace for the weirdest stat line of all time. He doesn't really score touchdowns, man. If you look at his like rankings in Rams history, like in yards, I think he's 18th in or in like receptions, he's like 16th, but in touchdowns, he's like 57th. He's only got 9 in his career.
I think it's because for all the things that he's really good at, one of his weakest is I think his like small area phone booth, like twitchiness, his quickness, because he's a lot bigger, he's a lot stronger, he's a lot thicker than other, like even Tay has got, slightly slimmer than him. he's a better man beater than Puka. Puka is a great zone beater, great zone reader. But man, I don't think he's the best against man. And I know that I've been very loud that he's the best wide receiver in the league, but he's just not the best at beating man. And that really comes down in the red zone. Like there's limited space. They're more likely to blitz and play man. And the stuff they designed for him too is a lot of like, just get him in open space and let him work his way into the end zone too.
I feel like we probably have a lot more option routes out of Puka than fans know. Like, and just that's just time playing. That's just knowing ball and Stafford being on the same page. Because we've also seen that not happen where Puka makes a cut and the ball sails over his head, and you're like, oh man, like that's just they probably read something different there. But I'm pretty sure like the number and I'm sure it's a freedom thing too of like this is the route, man. But if you see an opening this way, just do it. Just go. Like just get open, Puka, because he's good at that, man. But yeah, you brought up Stewart.
Yeah.
What do you see so far?
So when I was breaking down the film, by the way, all 22 is up on the YouTube page. We did a Quentin Lake breakdown. And while I was watching Quentin Lake, there was a few plays where there's pressure on Hurts. It forces a quicker reaction from Hurts. It either forces him to step up, forces him to throw sooner than he maybe wants to. And I'm thinking, oh, man, that's a great rush by Oh, no, that's Stewart. That's not Verse. One in particular, he had a crash where he had a stunt with Kobe Turner. Josiah played it well. Like he legit looked like Jared Verse, took his man. He and his blocker, the left tackle, crashed into the left guard, Kobe Turner's guy. And rather than freeing up Kobe, he freed up himself. And now he was barreling down the middle of the pocket at Hurts, forced him to throw early. It was that ended up being Quentin Lake's fourth pass breakup because it was inaccurate. Caused by Josiah Stewart. So he should get credit for that too. But no, he's just vicious. Like he doesn't look timid like a rookie. He's aggressive. I see a lot of traits things that we like from Verse. I see that in Stewart. He's just tenacious as hell, and he fits in. I like it a lot.
Yeah, man. He's been really fun to watch, getting plenty of reps, and you'll love to see that, especially with like things like Hampton being out last week with illness, so hopefully he's all right. But then you get you get Stewart. What the hell is so funny about that?
the fact that he got sick off a Philly cheesesteak is hilarious to me. I'm sorry.
I just saw illness. I just accept it and don't dive into stuff.
No,
like that.
he posted himself in the ER getting fluids because he was like, I'm never eating cheesesteaks again.
Damn, that's funny. But yeah, it's but Stewart coming in, man. I mean, he's just played so well, and I think that they said like. I don't have the numbers in front of me, so it's just going to be made up at this point. But somebody said he's like ranked second in pass rush grade and stuff like that in the league. He's absolutely on fire right now, and part of that is not getting as much attention because of the people that he's rushing passers with. But I think that ultimately he's looking really, really, really good right now, and he's on pace to be the best number 10 in Rams history. Fight me.
I mean, between him or Covey, like I don't know, man.
Yeah, man.
Bring Covey.
Close battle. They can they'll catch Mark Bulger any day now. That's the only number 10s I can think of.
Oh, I would kill for that's a deep dive jersey, bro. That's a good one.
In my closet, man.
Do you really?
Yeah, I have a Bulger jersey for sure.
If it's an XL, I'll buy it off of you.
Not an XL. I don't buy
Damn
XL.
It.
Look at me. Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Maybe you like a baggy. Maybe you're taking it back.
Toddler. Are you kidding me? Like I can't.
Maybe you're taking it back to. I know you're not from Cali, but maybe you're taking it back to 2005 hyphy era.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Crank that Soldier Boy. Come on, man.
I mean, yeah, that's my high school time, but no, it's not. My first jersey was a Marshall Faulk jersey that I think was a 2X, and I wore it. Sure as hell wore it. I bought it from my neighbor. He wanted a pack of cigarettes, so he gave it to me for $5. Go Rams! The best purchase ever.
I'll try to pull up his pass rush numbers right here.
Hell yeah!
Okay, I'll bring it up here. Share screen. We're just doing this on the fly, baby.
Yeah, production.
Josiah Stewart, games played, 34 pass rushes. He's blitzed 85% of the time. So he's relegated to, hey, go get the quarterback. 2.9%. So he got 1 sack. He's got 6 pressures. 6 quarterback pressures. 17.6% rate. Was a time to sack, 4.51. Quick pressures, he's got 2 of them. So, I mean, playing well.
I mean, for what we're asking him to do, which is to rotate with Byron Young and Jared Verse, he's playing incredible. I mean, there's nothing to dislike about Josiah Stewart right now, man. He's killing it. He's not being asked to be the guy. I think that's like my biggest thing right now with Stewart is like, we just need you to kind of rotate in, man. And when your number's called, go out there and just kill a quarterback, man. And you know, when when you're doing that alongside Verse and Young, I think it's not a bad thing, man. That's for sure.
Ooh, this is the play I was talking about right here. Look at that. I love NFL Pro, by the way.
Hell yeah.
So he's up top here. Crashes in.
Oh, yeah. Flawless. Love that. Love it.
Here he is on the right side.
Yeah, crash him into the guard, and then he's free. That guard's stumbling, dude.
I straight up.
He's leaving the bar at 2 a.m. the way he's stumbling there, man. It's awesome.
And then so I was watching Lake, and I just saw at the corner of my eye what happened up here. I was like, oh, good job, Verse. I was like, oh, that's Stewart. I was like, damn, okay. But
love to see it, man. Love to see it.
Yeah, I've been on the Quentin Lake hype train for a number of years now. You're aware of that. Yep. So I love seeing him get his flowers recently.
Hell yes, man. Well, I do need to start wrapping up and going to work. These bills don't pay themselves, man. Until they do, I just got to do it myself, I guess. But we'll get a full game preview for you right here, Tuna and the Sheriff, Friday morning, 7 a.m. I'll have my full game preview out this evening. Once I'm off from work, I'll be recording this episode of Rams Showcase, available everywhere, Facebook and YouTube for the video version. Full episode. And then what do you have the rest of this week? You got your all 22s out already. What else you got pumping, man?
Yeah, all 22 is out. Definitely go hit that up. It's a little bit more centralized. You got Quentin Lake the first 40 minutes, and actually did the red zone offense the last 20 minutes. So it's a longer episode. Gave you some bonus film. I got an article coming out today, and letting you know this as well. Friday morning, join us because we will be giving details of our first giveaway for the game on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know we hinted at it a few weeks ago, but now we're finally doing it. Got some stuff cooking up, so look out for that Friday morning.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay, we're gonna end with what should we end with? I don't have any ideas.
Greatest number 10s in Rams history.
Josiah Stewart.
You won. That's it.
Yeah, let's end the list. 1 of 1, man. The best number 10.
Congratulations, Josiah Stewart. We're gonna retire your number. You did the best.
Yeah, number 10. Number 10. Let me give me a Bolger as well, just because.
Bolger. Who else? No, besides them and Cup. You got Cup, Covey for like 5 minutes. Who else is more 10?
I don't know, man. Now I want to know though. Hold on. Please hold. We're gonna find the franchise encyclopedia. Because now I'm
comments say anything?
No. Hold on. This is the content people come for.
This is what they need. Was
number 10. There we go. So we've got Tony's and Dejas. Trent Green. Hell yeah.
There you go.
Kellen Clemens. Oh, hold on to your butt cheeks, dude. Pharaoh Cooper, Jamie Martin, Mike Sims Walker. Oh my gosh, dude. Number 10's fire. Kurt
Steve
Warner,
Bartkowski. Don Chappell, punter.
Is that Dave or Don?
Why does it say? Oh yeah, Martin. Dan Pastorini. That's a strong name.
That was Kurt Warner's first number when he showed up, man. Damn, we nailed it. Hell yeah.
Do you think we did it?
We did it.
We did it.
Oh, this way. Why am I fuzzy?
There we go.
Oh, that was slow. There. Okay. All
There
right.
you go. All right. Let's hop out of here.
Caca.